Hey guys, I thought it was about time that I made a YouTube channel for my vlogs. Everyone that knows me knows I absolutely love my vlogs, but I was slacking a little bit with my Camp America ones last year, so hopefully this year they will be 10 times better. Okay then, without further ado, let's get into my placement for 2025. I'm very excited to announce that I will be going back to Cinqueca this year for my second year as the Outdoor Adventure Counsellor. Cinqueca is an all-girls overnight camp located in Connecticut. It's part of Ebner Camps, and there are two other camps. There is a Wasting, which is the all-boys overnight camp, and there is Boulder Ridge, which is the day camp. There was also Eagle Rock, but unfortunately that has closed down this year. Last year was my first year at camp, and honestly it was the best summer of my life, and as cringe as it might sound, I did find my second home there. I'm so happy that I get to go back in this year. Last year during the hiring season I was actually travelling with my really good friend Neve. So we were in New Zealand at the time and went to the Auckland hiring fair because we knew we'd miss all of the ones in the UK. This meant that I got to meet Kylie and Aaron and their two children, and they were hiring for all of the Ebner camps. After speaking with Kylie and Aaron, I knew that Cinqueca was the place for me because it already had a family feel, even though I'd only met their family. They actually work at a Wasting, so I didn't get to see them very often throughout the summer, but their daughter did come to Cinqueca, so I got to see her. Just a really cool experience knowing that people come from so far. I also knew that Cinqueca was the place for me just because Kylie and Aaron sent their kids to Cinqueca in a Wasting, which means it must be good if they work there as well as sending their kids there. My favourite camp tradition was definitely Christmas in July because I'm such a Christmas lover. I even took my Grinch pyjamas without knowing that they did Christmas in July. So I thought that was quite funny when we were woken up to Christmas music and it was Christmas. I thought it was such a funny thing to do because it's the middle of July, it's hot, it's not cold, it's not Christmassy time, yet we still had our own Christmas, obviously a little bit different without the presents. But we did have a special breakfast, we sang a load of songs and the kids got really involved, even the older ones, which was really nice to see. It's hard to pick my favourite moment at camp because it was such a good summer. Obviously there were lows, but the lows did not compare to the highs whatsoever. I think a standout moment for me was definitely War Canoe, which is basically a canoe race that the girls go against the boys camp, and it happens at the end of Water Sports Week. The dedication that these girls have for War Canoe is absolutely insane. None of them canoed outside of camp, but they come back every year and they canoe every year, and they've got such a passion for it that they do this race, and the dedication they have. They're up at like 6 AM practicing. It was so impressive to see, because obviously when you think summer camp you think just fun, chill, laid back. Obviously they get very competitive with this. It wasn't just the girls actually doing the race, it was the whole camp was so excited for it, and we all dressed up the morning for the big race and went over to a Wasting to see the race, which was very high emotions, very intense. We did unfortunately lose, but still the girls did phenomenal. They tried their absolute hardest. I was also lucky enough to go on the senior trips as I am the Outdoor Adventure Counsellor. So I got to go to Cape Cod, which was literally a dream come true. It was an incredible trip. We got to go whale watching, which as a girl from the UK, I've never seen a whale before, in real life that is. So that was definitely a bucket list moment ticked off. It was also really impressive to myself because I was the one in charge of all the girls, running the trip, making sure things went smoothly, knowing that I was the one in charge and I did that with no problems. It made me realise that I can do things when I try. Camp is such a unique place with the bonds that you form because you're with people 24/7. They end up becoming a literal second family to you. Some of my friends, they are still my closest friends now, and we're almost a year on from me seeing a lot of them in person, which is insane to think. And it's only 1.5 short months until I get to be reunited with a lot of them. It's definitely safe to say that I do have friends all over the world, which is such an exciting thing because I do love to travel myself, so knowing that I have friends that I can go and visit and have a reason to go out there is really exciting for me. The best part about working at a summer camp is the fact that everyone is there for the same reason. They're there to have a great summer and make an unforgettable summer for the kids. Even the directors feel the exact same way, and everyone gets just as close. So knowing that I am close enough with the directors that I can go to them with any problems without feeling awkward or any issues, and they will help me sort it, no problem at all. It did really reassure me, because that was definitely something I was anxious about, is not getting along with people, and I didn't want that to be a problem. I didn't want that to ruin my summer or anyone else's summer, so I was really happy with how everyone got along. Of course, I can't leave this segment without a cheeky little shout out to my Tuesday day off partners in crime, Erin and Molly. They are my sisters. They are literally some of the best people I've ever met. They made my summer so incredible and unforgettable. So, as you've probably guessed by now, I love Camp Creek with my whole entire heart and would go back in a heartbeat. Anytime anyone offered it to me, I would go back. That is probably one of the main reasons, just because I loved it so much and I had such an incredible time that I will always go back whenever I have the opportunity. I'd be silly not to at the end of the day. I think about camp 24/7. All of my friends, old and new, they have all heard about camp. They've all seen the pictures, the stories, they know all about it. So knowing how much I love it, I'd be silly not to go back. I'm also really excited to go back to see my girls again, because this year is either their last year or their second to last year. They are now well rooted in the senior village, which is very exciting for a lot of them, because I know a lot of them came all the way up through camp, which is a crazy concept to me. Being British, obviously we don't have any camps. We don't have anything like this, but some of these girls have spent their whole life every summer coming to this camp. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up my little recap video and introduction to myself. I hope that everyone has a better understanding of why I'm going back to camp. If you already didn't know, which I think a lot of people did because I don't stop talking about it. And if I haven't made it abundantly clear, I would never have traded last summer for anything else in the world, and I feel really lucky to get to go back this year. Bye guys!